Hello, my name is Liza, and today I'd like to share with you how I made these cute little personalized gingerbread on a cookie sheet with a rolling pin Christmas ornaments for my granddaughters this year. One has a popular name, one a not so popular name, so I always have to make them ornaments each year. So what I'm using are the handles from the sponge brushes. Once the sponge is done, I just snap it off and I save the wooden handles, and a dowel. This one happens to be the 12-inch dowel, but that doesn't matter. If you're lucky enough to find these gingerbread wood cutouts, we can use those. However, I didn't find them before I found these cute little ones from Hobby Lobby that were on 50% off, so I just picked those up. Some jute twine. This is from DollarTree, nice big bundle. Some paper. I got this from Hobby Lobby. It's called silver foil paper, and although it looks like it is glitter paper on the screen, it is foil and it looks like a cookie sheet to me. I happen to have a scalloped tag punch, but if you don't have this punch, you can always just do a rectangle with no fancy edges. I cut a 2-inch wide piece of the cardstock and I slipped it into my hole punch, and I got my scalloped edge on one side. Then I took that and I measured it to be 4 inches long, and I put the other end into the punch and I cut that off. Then I scored the mountain fold at a 1/2 inch, and I turned it upside down so that I could score another line at 3/4 of an inch. And then I just folded at the score lines to create the side and the handles for the cookie sheet. And here you could see how it's just kind of in a zigzag. I repeated this process with some cereal box cardboard because I wanted it to be sturdy enough, because my granddaughters are 5 and 6, so I knew a little bit of playing would be happening. So again, another 2-inch wide piece, and I put it into my punch, and once I punched one side, I cut it down to 4 inches, and I punched the other side, and then I scored again. And here you can see that I'm going to just end up putting the nice silver paper on top of the cereal board with some glue, and you're not even going to know that there was a cereal box involved. Next, I cut my dowel. I needed 2 3/8-inch pieces, and here's my 2-inch piece of the wooden handle of the sponge, and I placed it on the edge of my little cookie sheet to make sure that my gingerbread men would fit, and both will. Then it was time to paint my little rolling pin, and the rolling pin itself is going to be red chalk paint crimson from Waverly, and white chalk paint for the handles. I added some glue to the gingerbread man, and I glued him onto the cookie sheet, and I used some wood glue to attach the handles on either end of the rolling pin. And then I took my white gel pen and I personalized them with my granddaughters' names. And then I needed to figure out a way to hang them up, so I took a paper piercer and I pierced 2 holes only on the top edge of the cookie sheet, and I got some baker's twine and I inserted that through the hole of the cookie sheet. To make it easier, I took some clear drying glue and I just moistened the edge until the glue dried, and then it made it easier to thread it through the small hole that was caused by the paper piercer. And then I tied it off on the top, and as you can see, I'm making 2 at the same time. And then I added some wood glue because I'm thinking, the rolling pin's wood, paper is wood, that should work. And I wanted it to not use hot glue because we live in Florida. I know I've said that a zillion times. And then I clamped on my rolling pin until the wood dry was glue, and there are my completed ornaments. Quarantino and I hope you enjoy our project. If you did, please give our video a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and as always, if you aren't already subscribing, please consider doing so. Quarantino and I will be back again soon with another project. Thanks for watching. Take care.